Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Athio Cole. I am a 19-year-old entrepreneur who is finally going to share his secrets on how I make money on the internet. Now, before we get started, if you clicked on this video, if you clicked on this video and you're a teenager, you're already the 1% of your age. Let's get that straight. You're already the 1% of your age. A lot of people are not thinking like you to get rich and make money and just envision the life for yourself going forward like me. And it's hard. Sometimes it can be very lonely. And today we're going to address those factors in this video and how you could not succumb to distractions that were going to hinder you on your journey. So without further ado, let's get into it. When you're this young, it's really hard. It is super daunting of what do you want to do, right? What do you want? What do you want, right? First, it's two things that you have to do. Well, a couple of things. One, find I know this is super scuffed. I'm doing something I miss pain. But find a skill. Find a skill that you could talk to people about. And before you say, "Oh, it's too hard. What skill? What skill can I think about?" Don't worry about it. Just think about all the positive things that you've done in your life, all the maybe little wins, the little achievements that you've done, and think about, how can I sell this? How can I sell, right? How can I sell this skill? Say, I'm a guy who really likes to work out, right? I like going to the gym. First thing you need to be doing, record gym content, or at least be writing any bit of information on how I can get a better gym physique, right? If you're a person who has a six-pack, make videos on, this is how you can get a six-pack. This is how you should be eating cleaner, so that way getting leaner is easier. It's the summer. Everybody wants to get lean. So lean into those skills. Or if you're more of a creative person, give them tutorials on how to sew. How can I show people how to sew shirts, bags, anything like that, and post it? But it's all about producing something of value in your everyday life that you're good at. And everybody has that thing, but the one thing you have to do is you have to definitely brainstorm, but don't overthink it. Just whatever comes to your mind, just go for it and build off of that. Now, when you're 19, 18, 17, or even if you're in your 20s, everybody's telling you, slow down. Don't worry about any of this. Just have fun. But if you already clicked on this video, you know that what they're saying is bullshit. All right, this is bullshit. This notion of have fun, you have to kill this. You have to kill this. Because your fun is grinding and making money if you're a young person and you click on this video. And there's going to be a lot of people, that is an extremely rare quality, and a lot of people will not understand that. They'll try to bring you down to your level. They say, just Don't worry about that. Have some fun. Just chill out. And when you do that, you become an idol. And when you're idle, you start to hang out around the wrong crowd, which is what you don't want. So sometimes you're going to be in seasons where you're going to be in isolation. And that's okay. Sometimes you have to. This is my figure. Sometimes you are going to have to isolate yourself from the normies. These are the normies. Okay? These are the people who are just going to blindly follow the system, work a job that they don't really like. And we all know, in the way this economy is going, that if you're just going to be working a job just to work a job, you're not going to be financially free at 30, at 40, maybe not even 50, by the way things are going right now. So the first thing you need to do is isolate yourself from this poison. These are poisonous people, okay? Anybody who's not thinking like you, grinding like you, like a psychopath, like, oh, I just want to make money. I need to figure out ways to do this now. Cut them off. You have to cut these people off. Or you don't have to cut them off entirely, because sometimes they're good people, but they're just not thinking like you. So you have to limit your time. Limit your time with the normies. Because when you're young, time is literally all you have. You should be grinding on whatever you're working on 24/7 to try to get it to work. And the normies, they're wasting their time. Waste their time not working on what they're passionate about, or working a job just to be degenerate. And we already know, that you're not built for that. If you're in this community, if you click on this video, you're not built for that. You're built for something more. Something is calling you, and it's not this. It means you're unsatisfied with your life. And if this resonates with you, that means you definitely had, I call this the F this moment. I'm going to take this off. F this moment. F this moment happens when you reach a spot where maybe you're just at high school. Maybe you're in high school, maybe you're in college, and you are deeply unsatisfied with the way of the trajectory of your life, and you know that you want something more. And you're like, F this, man. Something has to change. And if you feel like that, you have to listen to your gut, because not a lot of people have this intuition. A lot of people ignore this intuition, which is why people who have midlife crisis and are depressed, because they have ignored this for their entire life up until that point. So what you got to do is you got to recognize this. You got to recognize this for yourself. And it's like in the Matrix. It's like in the Matrix. Are you gonna take the blue pill, or are you gonna take the red pill? Which is reality. Which is, I gotta start my own thing now, right? I gotta start my own business, I gotta monetize my own creative mind now, before it's too late, because I'm gonna get a little bit. I'm gonna be a little bit analytical here. I'm gonna be a little bit of an IQ cell here. We're not blind to artificial intelligence, right? All right, let's put this into really dumb terms, right? The model of you going to school, right? Scuffed, so scuffed. But the model of you going to school, right? And then going to another institution, right? Like, let's say university or college, right? To go into the workforce to work. The problem with this is now, and this is heavy speculation, but this is definitely what's going to happen. This is what Peter Thiel and all of these people are raving and ranting about artificial intelligence, and how this is the next big thing since sliced bread for the people who are already owning companies. This is not good for the average Joe American young person who just wants to get a job and get into the workforce. Those people are going to be trapped in a perpetual cycle, or not even get into the cycle, because most artificial intelligence in the next 5 years is going to take away the entry level positions. So this becomes substantially harder for you to get into. And the only way that you're going to be getting or be catching the eyes of employers is if you have prior experience, which will usually only happen if you have connections. Which means that the workforce will be it's going to be a lot more resemblance of a clique. It's going to be very cliquish. Maybe some nepotism in the coming future. And that's just not good. So for the people who don't have those opportunities, what do? Well, you have to now make money, fortunately, on the internet, right? Now we are making money on the internet. This is the internet. We are now making money on the internet. And to be able to do this, it's very easy. You utilize the same tool that is taking your jobs, AI. Now, you're going to be using AI not as the brain of everything, but you're going to be using AI to pretty much automate the business roadmap that you have. So what you're going to do is, and I'm going to go into this for another video. I don't want this video to be too long, but all you're going to do is you're going to come up with number one, skill. Find any skill that you're good at, right? Think about it. It should not take longer than 10 minutes, okay? You should have a timer for 10 minutes. Think of your skill and write that down on a piece of paper. Now, number two, you are going to think, how can I make money? How can I make the money from this skill? And there are a couple ways to do this, but I'm going to tell you some of the best ways to do it. First of all, sell an online product. You're going to have to sell an online product, okay? It could be like a PDF, it could be a YouTube video, but you have to be making content and you have to be providing some sort of value to people with that skill. So you could start, let's say, a YouTube channel, provide content, provide value that way. Excuse me. Say I'm going to do a 30 day fitness challenge. This is the challenge I'm going to be doing. This is how it's going to benefit you. You can structure your videos like that and just start it. Or you can use AI to help you write like uh, a digital product that you can put into a PDF, and then you can talk about it on YouTube, and then you can link people to that PDF or that course. And this is literally the number one way of transcribing your skill into money on the internet. And all you're going to be doing is just using AI to automate and helping you formulate and create ideas on your skill and mass producing it. Your AI is pretty much like a slave. You're gonna be using your AI as a worker. Okay, you're gonna be telling that AI, do this, do this, do this, do that. So that way you are not doing the busy work. You are the mastermind. That's what all these big people, Elon Musk, all these people are talking about AI, right? Because AI is just replacing the people who don't want to think and just want to do the job. Now, it's interesting because it's a very revolutionary time in history where you can now be the company. You can now be the mastermind because the worker is AI. So the key thing you have to understand is don't worry about the work. Don't worry about the work. Worry about the big pick, the big picture. That's all you have to worry about, the big picture. All right. And then once you start with the big picture, you start posting content, right? And when you post content, the number one thing that you need to make sure that you're doing, and what I see a lot of people fail at, is consistency. You gotta be consistent. Gotta be consistent. If you're not consistent posting videos all the time, then you are cooked, because the YouTube algorithm is very volatile when it comes to you posting videos. You need to make sure that you're posting consistent videos of value, and you need to make sure that you're posting videos constantly. If you're not posting videos on a schedule, if you're not posting videos on a weekly basis, I would say like 2 weeks. If you're not posting videos every 2 weeks, then you're not scaling as you should be. You have to be posting all the time. And you have to be posting all the time with value. Find your niche, and you need to keep doing this over and over and over again. The more you do this, the more the algorithm is going to recognize you, and the more the algorithm is going to recognize you, the more views you're going to get, and the more views you're going to get, the more people are going to see you. But you're not getting the money from YouTube directly. You're just trying to build up traffic to link that audience into your paid product, and that's how you make money as a young entrepreneur in 2026. I'm gonna go over some business models. I'm gonna throw some business models at you that you can use to definitely start getting your foot off the ground. But yeah, that'll be another video. So stick around for that. With that being said, that's all I want to say. Learn a skill. Post content about that skill. Make a paid product, and link people from your videos to the product. And that is literally what all these influencers are talking about. It goes back to the exact same thing, and you just use AI to automate that process for you. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.